Somewhere along the lines, we got it mixed up. We think that creativity should be associated with chefs and doctors and artists and writers and musicians. Creativity is in everything that you do, especially the way that you think. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Where do you go? Where do you go when uncertainty has creeped back into your life? You would think that with 2 years of the COVID lockdown, we would have this uncertainty thing under control. But the global headlines continuously pound on our hearts and souls, and you're going, please, no more. You try to disconnect from it, and it feels really bad when other people are talking about things in the headlines, and you're going, I got nothing to bring to this conversation. I got nothing. So you jump back into that circle again, and here we go. Uncertainty is all over the place. How do you make it through your personal storm? Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. That helps me identify, to deal with, to become aware of, to heal. I don't know. I think I need to do a lot more writing, and then I can go back through those pages and see if there was an inch covered or maybe even just a speck of dust, like that of a mustard seed. But writing is a great way to deal with uncertainty. Make yourself aware of it. This is The Daily Mess. We all know what's required when it comes to flossing our teeth. Not everybody wants to do it because it seems to be a pain in the butt. But they've got these new tools. You can go, get in there and get that junk out. How can we learn to floss in between our personal experiences? There's got to be a ton of crud collecting more crud in places that could lead to unexpected cruddy days with everything and everyone to blame. When you get into a disagreement with somebody, is it really about what you think it is? Or is it the crud that's been collecting that gets in the way, and you have to figure out a way to get that stuff out? If we don't floss between our daily experiences, there's going to be a day that we're going to realize that relationship was totally decaying right there in front of us. Sure, we talked about it before. Daily writing is an amazing tool to put stuff out there. But through 29 years of writing experience, it's only part of the flossing. Writing tends to slowly loosen things up. The next step would have to be to rinse out the thoughts. That's a great step, right? So is brushing our wisdom and questions. But it's still not going to create the perfect smile. Awareness helps to polish the damaged areas, but you still need to maintain a full daily discipline to really find your way toward peace. I love talking with older people, not because I am one, but I love talking to them about being middle-aged and above and what it took to get to that moment. All the mistakes that were uncovered and faced. You know, the journey, the walk, the way. We've got to figure out a way how to get in there and really cleanse out the crud. Because it is collecting, and every day we pick up social media, it's more and more and more. It may not be your personal experiences, because what we're doing is we're collecting other people's bad days because we want to compare our bad days to their bad days. Oh, their bad day is horrible compared to mine, so today's day for me is okay. I'll accept it because it could have been as bad as their bad day. We got to floss it out. And I realize that being part of a team, it's your essential job. What is required for you to achieve the success that they want? They want it. All you want is to collect a paycheck and go home. Creating a career is an ambition that has been poisoned by other people's crud. Did you go to college? Did you spend a lot of time in your studies to become this, only to realize you became that? And it's like, why didn't I see the signs during the early moments? As a third-degree black belt, never once did I ever think about how the body would change so dramatically after a certain age that it truly became an internal journey and not a physical journey. Sure, I can still do the exercises. Sure, my memory is still rock solid. But to go in there to do the poomsays or to go into tournaments, I'd get my ass kicked. There's no way, because the body has aged. We've matured. I've had a lot of crud with other crud mixed in with other crud, and it's decayed a lot of relationships. They call it ghosting these days. How many people have you ghosted because their weight is too much crud for your weight? Writing, talking about. But if you talk, you have to be able to accept other people's opinions. How much crud do you have in between your experiences to accept them? I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.